Hey guys, Cindy Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have my good friend Tiffany here from Sweet Destinations Travel, and we are celebrating because she just celebrated Cruise on Vacation. Tiffany,
Yay.
oh my gosh. And Tiffany and I both got, fun fact, we both got married at Disney, we just realized. And we were talking in the green room. But Tiffany, share a little bit about your journey with us. Where was your business before taking Cruise on Vacation, and where are you now?
My business was nowhere. It was just something that I always wanted to do for years, and just really didn't know how to start to do it. Didn't know how to pursue it. For years, people would say, why don't you just sell travel? You help us all for free. And it's not easy to figure out how to do it. And everything that I did see, I was like, I kind of knew education was up to me, to kind of figure out what I had to do. And I found you on YouTube not even that long before I decided to take the course. And I watched, but I mean, I probably watched 50 videos, and it was my chore thing. I would put it on with my AirPods and I would like do dishes or, do things around the house. And I probably watched 50 of them.
I
And
love that.
I was like, well, come on, she's legit. We're going to do it.
Sometimes it takes 50 videos to figure out someone knows what they're doing. That's totally fine. I get it. I do the same thing on YouTube.
Well, no,
When
I
I'm learning.
knew, I knew it was just a matter of, I don't know, can I do this?
Yeah, it's that
All that self-doubt.
the self talk, right? And I just interviewed Michelle, who was in the program at the same time as you, and she talked a lot about mindset, and it's kind of like that thing of like, can I do it? Should I do it? So I totally get that, and that's a beautiful thing though that you knew. What I liked about what you said is you knew that education was up to you, because that sometimes comes as a surprise to people. Like, you can get travel agent logins turned on, but it is not the same as booking vacations for yourself. You actually need to learn how to be a travel agent. So this process of becoming certified is really powerful, not just for your confidence, but also the second layer beyond the certification is learning how to set up your business online. So I love that. What do you feel like have been your biggest wins or celebrations since taking the program, Tiffany?
Well, I was surprised when I was maybe a little more than halfway through, and I didn't really tell more than maybe less than two handfuls of people that I was doing it. I didn't even tell my mother until I was done. I just wanted to have something done first,
Yeah.
and people started wanting trips already. So I was already, I think I was like in week 6.5, and I really needed week 7 for that. And
Yeah, week
I was,
seven is how to give proposals, how to close the sale. Yeah, yeah.
but I was already, and none of them were close friends, but they were all close friends who sent me basically strangers. So to me, that felt like kind of a win, because I already had like 3 going while I was still, and I kind of knew what I was doing, but I still was like, wow, I couldn't even believe that I wasn't even done yet. And so I said, I can't tell anybody else. Like, I wanted to finish just because I'm one of those people, I kind of just need to know what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect, but I need to know what I'm doing before someone entrusts me with that.
Yes.
But to me, that was a big win, working on those few before I was even graduated.
Yeah, earning while learning, as we say our model is, and what better way to learn is while you have this big support system around you. But I also appreciate what you said of, and you can do both. That's a beautiful thing of our program. You can wait till you're all done, turn on your I'm open sign, or you can literally start that process while you're in the program. So there's no wrong answers, right? But just having the ability, and I love that you had a few to practice with, get the process down, and then
Hmm.
feeling confident as you move forward. That's amazing. So let's talk a little bit about and people out there, listen, friends, if this might be your 50th video, it might be your 500th video. I don't know. We got a lot of videos. But one of the things that we like to share about our program and be very forthright on is that we have a cornerstone of mindset work in our program. And this is because I've been training travel agents going on 30 years now. And I learned my first year of being a travel agent trainer that if I could help people understand what they were capable of in a bigger way, they would get better results. Before there were words like mindsets and affirmations and doing things with intention and all of those things, I just figured out being a 20 or 20 something trainer that if I could get people to wake up to their own potential, they would get better results. So from day one, Careers on Vacation is very different and unique that way that we have mindset work all through the program. But Tiffany, share with us, if you would, how that mindset work that you did while you were with us impacted either your business or your life as you went through the program.
The mindset's huge. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I kind of knew what mindset was, but I didn't know what that would be like. And from right from the beginning, I mean, Brandon should be like a national treasure.
Yeah,
Like more
he
people should
is in our
know
company
that
for
he
sure.
exists. He was amazing, and he made me not personally one on one, but from all the calls, and from you get all the calls too to save, so it's nice you can go back. That I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I'm like, no, I'm not. But that I always want something to be just perfect before I do it. And then he's like, no, that's not even that's not life. No, the mindset was huge. I couldn't even go into all of it, but just waking up in the morning with like the tools that he talks about. And, you wake up in the morning, that's when you first go, what am I doing? Like, what am I, not anymore. I mean, he was just, I can't even explain everything that he taught and talked about and helped everybody with, just showed you, I mean, you really can do anything and you can do this. I mean, but even when it seems overwhelming, he and the whole mindset program are so instrumental to this. And at first, when I, first started and I glanced over, I'm like, oh, that's nice and
That's
everything, but
nice.
no,
That'll
it's
be a good
huge.
perk.
It would be nice enough, to feel positive, but no, it's not just telling yourself I can do it. There's so much more to it that there's, I can't even go into it. You just have to see, but it's
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. And really, I don't think other programs probably have that. That's amazing feature along with everything else.
Yeah, and I love that you brought up having the tools in your toolbox, and this is something that I refer back to 2020 as being my year of when I had to re-crack open the toolbox, because I'm really a pretty powerful like manifester, and I do all the things that we train you, right? Like training it for 20 plus years is one of those things that both Brandon and I, it's one of those things where you get better at it as you go. But 2020 like put me to the test. I had to go back to basics and go, whew, let's brush these tools off. And like, we have to do this at a much higher level to get through that period, right? And that was a reminder for me of like, oh, this actually is really important with whatever you're trying to create. You want to be the best florist in the world? It works for that. It's like now don't buy my program if you're trying to be a florist. I cannot teach you about that. But point being is having those tools, whether it is, starting a travel business, or some of these times they float over into your life, right? And then you're using those same type of going about things with intentions and being mindful and tracking your goals and doing the things in a way that is very constructive versus letting those gremlins kind of get in. So I love that.
Very important.
Yeah, Tiffany, share a little bit. You have the unique perspective of being now behind the scenes of our program. And I always forget, because I'm on the front lines, right? Like training, teaching, coaching. But coming into our program, being able to peel back the curtain, for those people out there that are kind of on the fence about careers on vacation, what would you want them to know about what it's like to work with us and be part of our community?
Well, I loved that it was step by step and that it comes to you weekly, not all at the same time. I also don't think I realized when I started, but love is the fact that you're being trained to be a travel agent in every possible way, but you're also being trained how to set up a business, because that's not something that everybody just knows. Like literally step week 1, week 2, week 3, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. Even though everyone's path is different, there are some things that are going to be the same, no matter what. And if I had to do that, like you've said in many of your videos, the do it yourself version, I'd be doing this in 3 years and I wouldn't even have logo. Like, I just know. I kept telling people it's like a parallel thing. You have two things that you're learning at the exact same time and exactly as you need to know them.
Yep.
So you're not going to get overwhelmed with this huge thing. You're not going to be like, oh, look at week 11, because you won't know. It'll just all start to come together and make sense. Every little step, every building block that you do. The whole time I listened to your videos, I never had to be persuaded. I knew I was going to do it, but I just was like, okay, I have this coming up and this coming up. I want to do it at the right time. But anybody wondering about it, I Googled everything. You can't find a bad thing said about this program. I mean, there's nothing in the world. Look at Amazon reviews. I can't find anything bad. And there are so many things out there that I feel like you don't know if they're for real, or if you're just going to get, like you've said before, some ebook that you just kind of look through. But you get everything you got in all the weeks of this program forever. And then whenever they're updated, whenever anything changes, you always have it. So you don't have to remember everything. I go back and watch the calls from 2 months ago, listen to that again, because I'm like, oh, what did she say about Instagram? Like what? And then I follow along because you have it forever. And then you have the community. I don't know if I'm going past the question now, but you have the whole community of everybody in the graduate group. You're never by yourself. You're never more than, 5 minutes away from asking a question. And it's all the people that have already been through this program. The whole thing is great. I would say just do it. It's, I think it's worth more than it costs, definitely, for what you get from it, much more. And you're going to get that back really fast anyway.
Yeah,
And I think just do it.
well, thank you for that, Tiffany. And I think, it's one of those things where, ROI, when you consider, the what is it going to cost you if you wait 2 years, right? Like Tiffany's making sales by like week 6 before we even trained her on sales. Right? So that's one of those things. It's like, and you're never going to have all of your ducks in a row. If you wait till you're ready, you'll never be ready. That's one of those things. But I love what you said about kind of the curriculum getting updated. We don't talk about that a lot. And there are a lot of programs out there that it's like, here's a download of something, right? Like go read it and figure it out for yourself. Ours is more immersive. We're known for 3 things: amazing curriculum, amazing coaching, and amazing community. And we always try to under promise and over deliver, which I think is why we have the reviews that we have. Because we're really keyed into like, yes, this is what you get on your little bucket and what you purchase, but then things like updating the curriculum. I have students who took the program 5, 6, 7 years ago now. There was no TikTok. There was no like YouTube strategy. There were like things that were non-existent in our world that we're adding to. Like Careers on Vacation always is evolving and we're always updating it. And I forget sometimes what a big deal that is, because if you had to repurchase a program or go hire another expert or do something else, we try to really let it grow on its own and kind of evolve. So thank you for bringing that up. I think that speaks to a lot. And I'll be very transparent of why we don't have negative press out there in the world. It's because we take you guys through a screening process, and we don't believe in taking money from anyone unless we can actually help you. And the way that we do that is we do a discovery call that really helps you guys learn about your goals. If it's a match to work together, then we'll walk you through the application process. And if not, and because of that process, I'm a big believer that that's why who ends up in our program are exactly the right fits. And they're also the ones that are really ready to do the work. You know, Tiffany, you have to do the work to get the results out of the program for sure. But guys, if you want to learn a little bit more about Careers on Vacation, go visit us at careersonvacation.com. If you want to schedule that discovery call, just like Tiffany did, you can go to careersonvacation.com/readynow and tell us what your goals are. What is your unique vision for your business? Because everyone's vision is a little bit different. We can talk to you about how we can help you achieve those goals. And you get to work with my whole team. It's not just the Cyndi show. I know you're watching a lot of videos about Cyndi, and that's fantastic, but you get to work with the whole team. We have more video case studies in the industry than anyone else. And we are an ASTA affiliated program. So that's a big deal if you're new to the industry. ASTA does a lot of advocacy on behalf of the industry, and they're kind of a cornerstone. So that's a big seal of approval as well. But Tiffany, last question. Would you recommend Careers on Vacation, but specifically why?
Yes, I definitely would. I think that you will save yourself a ton of time. You don't need to reinvent a wheel. It's already been done. I believe I've heard in this program and elsewhere, why would you find someone that's doing something bigger and better than what you want to do? And that's just learn that way. Definitely, I would do it all over again. I wish I did it a year earlier. Actually, I didn't see the videos a year earlier, but I wish,
You wish
but I
you could
wish
go
I'd
back
done
in
it
time
earlier.
and be like, go check out this girl's YouTube channel.
And it can be anything you want it to be. You can go, you never know. It's whatever you want it to be, and it's at your own pace. And you have the material forever. I mean, I think it's perfect.
I love
So yes,
it.
I would.
Well, thank you for that, Tiffany, and I'm so excited. I'm going to give you some more confetti for all of the work in progress that's paying off in your business now. Congratulations. We can't wait to see where it grows over the coming year. And for everyone else, we'll drop all the links below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. guys, Cindy Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.